My sweet and lovely Pisces, this is your horoscope for October 2024, and I have a name for your October horoscope, which is family relationships, kids and lovers. Seems like you will be focused on people surrounding you, and in general, concepts of family, having kids, and being a parent, parenting, and all this sort of, this kind of area will be primary for you in October. Now, in October welcomes us with solar eclipse, which is very important thing in astrology. It changes our life completely and sometimes even in shocking ways. When eclipses happen, those kind of moments in life happen that, for example, you say, this was my uh, point of life before and after, something like this, very important once in a lifetime things happen. For example, giving birth, or getting married, or graduating, or achieving something important. So it's like new chapter is opening there for you, my dear Pisces, with this eclipse. Now, always allow eclipses 2 to 3 months before and after it appears to deliver the message, to influence your life, to bring changes into your life. Some of you guys already got your message in September or in August, and some of you will get to that point by November or even December, a bit later. But those of you who are born on 28th of February, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most exactly by this time in October and during this eclipse, because it's happening at 10 degrees in your financial house. Now, eclipses, they are powerful, as I said. That's why they have the power of 10 new moons, not just one. And that's why they influence our life and bring not new story, but new chapter of our life. Now, because it's a positive one, it's an opening door one. Last month we had lunar eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse. That was the closing door moment. And now this one, we are having opening door moment. And this eclipse is especially interesting one because it will conjunct Black Moon and Mercury. Now, Black Moon is related in astrology to fear and all those things that we fear, but it also relates to your power of attraction, attention of other people. And you might check your natal chart. Where is your Lilith, another name for Black Moon, to see which part of your life you attract a lot of attention with ease. Now, solar eclipse will conjunct also Mercury, as I said, and Mercury is the planet of ideas and commerce and trade. Now, Mercury here together with Lilith unite forces with eclipse and sort of have this vibe of letting go. Even though this is a new moon, like a door is opening here, seems like your inner part is also ready to let's say let go of your fear and finally step forward in your life, to relieve that fear, to test yourself how you're going to deal with that and move on. This kind of vibe the solar eclipse has. So it seems like whatever you are holding for so long in your heart, you are afraid of that something happen or someone come or someone go, now you are ready to exactly that thing to happen and to heal yourself, to get your power back, not losing it to fear. And you are ready to release that fear and leave it behind, with new self move forward. And it's exactly happening in your 8th house. Now, 8th house is all about psychological traumas, wounds, like childhood wounds, and it seems like some of you are ready to release your traumas, your wounds. You are coming to terms with whatever was holding you back in your heart also. And plus, Mercury rules your house of family. It might be related, and also house of love, relationships. It might be related to family situation or marriage situation or divorce situation, whatever is that. For some of you, it might be that you are ready to start a new way of living in the part of your life what is related to your family. Your own or the one that you come from, and with whom you want to build that family. Now, for some of you, it might be purely about money because it's happening in your money house too. Now, but this money is like coming from other people or coming from other institutions, and it seems like it might be related to real estate, for example. Seems like you might finally buy for yourself an apartment or move into a new place, new location, for example. It's like life, like universe is trying to transport from your old life into your new life, this kind of thing here happening. And it seems like some of you might really move to a new place, new apartment, new house, or actually buy an apartment or real estate and make the deal. And that deal will stay forever because we have Venus, Mars, and Saturn. Those three will make a triangle, beautiful triangle on the sky during solar eclipse, which is amazing. And Venus is the ruler of this eclipse. Being in this triangle, you are a fortunate one because it's happening in your life houses, meaning Venus will be transiting your 9th house, Mars will be transiting your 5th house, and Saturn will be in your own sign, in your 1st house. And it seems like this planet is speaking exactly to you, who you are at core. And Saturn, they're already transforming you, how you want to approach life and how you want people to see you, how you want to come across. Like, what is your appearance? And in general, what is your aspirations and your life concept? What's your religion, let's say? What kind of beliefs you have, This sort of topics are getting activated during this solar eclipse by this triangle. And also how you enjoy this life, how you enjoy yourself, how you love yourself, how you love this life. All these topics will come forth, and plus Venus, is the ruler of your 3rd house too. Now it's all about communication, especially how you want to deliver to other people. What are your beliefs, for example? What is your concept of life? How you want to translate it into your life and to people surrounding you, including your wishes and plans for future will be here too. And how you are communicating this to your surrounding will be important. And whatever agreement you're going to sign during this eclipse, that agreement will stay forever, my dear Pisces, because Saturn is the planet of age and time. It will make sure that that agreement won't be broken. Now, solar eclipse happening in your 8th house. For some of you guys, it might be about health situation. It's our psychological situation or also physical, situation. Now, it might be that health of your mother also here could be getting actually improved because this is a new moon. This is a new door. And here I see some sort of healing. You've been working on yourself, and this eclipse is in your 8th house. We're giving you for the last 2 years a lot of opportunities to understand your core self, who you are, mentally, subconsciously, and plus here, because Mercury is playing active role during this eclipse, in the face of your mother could be also for some of you guys a situation that there might be some improvements around her well-being, for example, if it's not yours. And the 8th house is also, as I said, it's money, it's about investments, it's about taxes, it's about bank loans. And if you're a student, it's about your scholarship. And if you're in that situation, like divorce situation, it might be about alimony, that all the money that you get from someone else in some other places. It might be something new is coming into your life, sort of money from other people. For example, let's say if you're in the divorce process, then this solar eclipse will grant you that alimony, that support, either governmental or from your ex-husband or ex-wife. And because Mercury rules your, this committed partners. And for some of you, it might be simply getting approved a loan for buying a house, or getting approved a scholarship for example, to move somewhere, to immigrate somewhere. This is also a possibility here, because your fourth house is very active. Now, eighth house is also all about investments, and this solar eclipse has the potential to bring your investments forward and make it bigger in the next 6 months. In the upcoming 6 months, that's how influential this eclipse will be. And of course, eighth house is a house of conception. Now, those of you who have been wishing to have baby, this solar eclipse will put the foundation there for the next 6 months of time, during this period, for you to get lucky in this area, if that was your wish. Doesn't matter what are the methods. Now, another thing important in October will be happening is that we have Jupiter on 9th of October going retrograde, meaning slowing down. Now, Jupiter is your ruler of your highest house in your chart, 10th house, career house. Now, Jupiter is the happy, lucky planet and showers us with gifts. But when it's slowing down, it doesn't mean that it will stop showering the gifts. It just means it might deliver it at a later stage, to say exactly around February, because until February 2025, it will be exactly in a retrograde mode. But, even during retrograde period, you might still achieve quite a lot of things, where is your Jupiter transiting? It's exactly your family house, your house of real estate. It's an amazing time for you to buy or to sell real estate until next year, July, because Jupiter being there will give you all the chances, all the opportunities, will try to find you the best deal, will try to find you the best house or like apartment or any real estate possible that you're looking for, or even better. So Jupiter's job is to help you, in an enormous way. It expands whatever it touches and brings gifts from universe. And here it might be your case that until next year, July, you have time to buy or sell real estate, and which many of you guys will do. And for some of you, it might be simply making your own family, building your own family, meaning getting married or having a baby, or even having a second baby, let's say. All these things are lucky for you in this area where Jupiter is transiting, meaning your family area. For some of you, it might be not about your life, but the life of your mother, because fourth house is, all about our mother. And it seems like maybe your mother is getting so much happenings in her life, like getting married or having a baby or anything else, like I don't know, having a new job or getting retired or something like that, and it could be big year and period for her, which will affect you directly too, in terms of, because Jupiter naturally rules your social status house, and all things related to your social status within your family and within bigger society will be emphasized a lot. Now, also fourth house is, all about immigration too, because fourth house is the place where life wants us to take from one, let's say, old life into our new life, sort of transportation period. And it could be that while Jupiter is transiting your fourth house, you might be relocating somewhere, some other country, some other city, or totally some other new place that you never knew existed, let's say. And it will be a very happy event for you. You will be curious to explore it. Now, 17th of October, we have full moon, and full moons are all about conclusions or bringing your attention into something or someone in your life, and it's happening in your another financial house at 24th degrees, meaning those of you who are born 14th of March, plus or minus 5 days, will be affected the most by this full moon, and full moon will conjunct Chiron. Now, Chiron is a healer in astrology, is a teacher, is a mentor. And, happening in your second house, seems like you are letting go of one or two your income sources. And you are doing it with a easy, let's say, feelings, because Chiron is there. It's a healing, process. And for you, it seems like you are putting a final dot, sort of conclusion into some story in your life which is related to money. For example, you're quitting your job, or you're retiring, or let's say, second house is also all about expensive possessions like real estate or car, anything that you have, let's say, valuable. You are letting go all those things. It seems like you might be giving up, like selling them, or exchanging to something else, for example. And Jupiter, will be supporting that full moon together with Chiron from your house of family. Your family will be so supportive of you too, my dear Pisces. It might be that you bought a new house and now you are like saying goodbye to your old one where you lived all your life. This kind of situations might be. Or it might be your family member situation, like your mom's, for example. Maybe she is finally retiring or quitting her job, or selling her apartment and moving somewhere new, like where she bought a new apartment or house, whatever is that, something related to your money also here. Now, ruler of this full moon, Mars, will send harsh beams to that full moon, will not be happy with that full moon. But, Mars is the planet of war and plus of motivation, and it will be transiting your fifth house, actually fueling your desire to love this life, redefining how you live your life, and are you satisfied with your life and with yourself? Sort of questions. In some cases, it might be kids. Fifth house rules our kids. And for some of you guys who have kids, it might be that, for example, your kid is finishing their studies, and now you're finally closing, let's say, the loan, and you don't have to pay anymore. Or vice versa, because your kid is going to school, you will have to now sort of work double so that you will pay the tuition fee, as an example. Something related to your money and your children happening here. Now, fifth house is also business, our business. Now, business owners, it might be that you might be closing, actually, all in all, your business because it's not profitable. You might be realizing it, but at the same time, you're doing it not with a heavy heart, let's say. You're doing it from the place of gratitude and, let's say, happiness, because Chiron is there, is healing your wounds, is teaching you how to let go, is giving you like mentorship, which directions to follow, and, let's say, close the doors that are not anymore opening, or that are broken, let's say. And in this case, it might be that you are closing your business, and because of that, you are losing one source of income. And anyhow, it was probably not profitable. Now, fifth house is also all about creativity, our hobbies. Those of you who are like artists, singers, again, here you might sacrifice some things, like some sort of your masterpiece, or it might not be so much of appreciated by everyone else. No need to be sad, and it seems like you will not be there sad, because again, Chiron will be giving you healing, to your heart. You might be realizing that people want to see something else, some other parts of your talent, and they might value some other pieces of your work, let's say, some other masterpieces that you're going to create. You might get some ideas here. And for some, my dear Pisces, for you guys, it might be about love, because fifth house is all about love. And it seems like that love story might be coming to an end, because there might be sort of your values, your priorities are changing, and they are not anymore similar to that partner's priorities. And I'm talking about those who are start dating, like freshly dating, not those who are in committed relationships, because it's a fifth house, and fifth house is all about romance, and it's all about flirting and dating. And it seems like you will realize that sort of you are two different people with different values of life in life, and that's why you might go apart. And again, you will be having this sort of inner power to realize all those things and let go with, let's say, no wounds, because Chiron is supporting you together with Jupiter during this full moon. Now, I would like to talk about two interesting days in October. One is 22nd of October, when Sun, Pluto, and Mars will be in disagreement. And, Pluto is the planet of transformation, and Mars is the planet of war, and Sun is the planet of life. Now, this trio will, touch your part of your lives that are related to your happiness, that are related to your subconscious mind and psychological state, and in general, what you planned for your future, your wishes, your priorities, your future plans. And it seems like all of them going different direction, and you might be having a bit of struggle there to recognize which one to prioritize. And for some of you guys, it might be purely about alimony, sort of money for your kids, and it might be an issue there. And for some of you, it might be about your friendships, because one or two friends might be sort of having different opinion about your future plans, like together. For example, especially if you have a business or you plan the business together, you might have different opinions where to take that business, which direction to take, especially financially, what kind of investments to attract. This might be also a topic during this, harsh angles between these three planets around 22nd of October. I would suggest you to stay calm and positive. Second day that I want to speak is 25th of October. That day is much more positive. Mars will, together with Uranus, will make amazing sort of twinkle with each other. They will be having party there in the corner of the sky, and seems like giggling together. That duo is a bit explosive one, but in this case, looking how they communicate with each other, seems like positive surprises, something that you never expected might come out of blue, because Uranus is the planet of surprises and shock. And seems like you might receive a news that someone is pregnant, or you are pregnant, that you are becoming parent, or you might, and it might be out of blue, you never expect this sort of things. I'm just trying to suggest some topics by looking which positions this planet will be, And for some of you, it might be that you might start a new project, and or you might find yourself a topic of that project all of a sudden, and waking up, let's say, famous, that everyone is talking about you, or like especially in media or on internet, or you yourself, you might be starting this sort of projects, related to communication, related, for example, like a podcast or some sort of business. Or it might be about love, someone might open up to you about love, that they love you, or somehow they have sympathies to you and all this stuff, it might be that, but you never expect that person was even on the radar, let's say. And it might surprise you or even shock you, but anyhow, it will be positive one. Now, this was your horoscope for October, my dear Pisces. Stay positive in October, and welcome wholeheartedly this solar eclipse, which will be amazing one, paving a new life with a heal heart for you. And don't forget to check your rising sign, moon sign too. Love you all. Bye bye.